Hey, this is LeStrange, the Feng Shui consultant here, and I wanted to take a quick minute to talk to you about some of the conversations I've been having recently with folks who call me to find out more about what I do and how I can help. Now, I've noticed that there's a through line, there's a thread that runs through a lot of the conversation, a lot of the questions that come in, and so I wanted to share that with you because I think it might be quite helpful and throw some light on the situation that maybe you are experiencing. So these calls come in from people from all walks of life, from homeowners, apartments, businesses, corporations, offices, retail spaces, community centres, you name it. Wherever there's people in a place, then oftentimes there's some kind of feng shui issue that's going on. So the conversation typically goes something like this, that there's some kind of struggle to try and get their house to feel like a home. And there's something that they can't quite put their finger on. There's something that's not quite right. They've tried all sorts of things like decorating, painting, moving things around. Some of the folks have even read some feng shui books, and that seems to have made things even worse, even more confusing, which is quite common, by the way, because the books can be quite confusing. So that's one thing. And then sort of slightly more serious than that, it sometimes feels like the environment is holding them back in some way. And that's quite natural, really, because if you think about it, the environment affects the way we think and feel and behave. And if there's some kind of negativity in the environment, then it would be natural that that would show up in the way that we feel about the place. And that will sort of show up as obstacles in our life, in our work life, in our relationships, in our health. All sorts of areas tend to have this thing show up. So it could be difficulties with health even, slightly more serious issues, slow to recover from illness, or there could be something to do with sleep, diet, focus and energy levels, that type of thing. Feng Shui is very good at dealing with that because its origins are rooted in traditional Chinese medicine, and so there is a kind of a leaning towards understanding health and wellness. I do quite a lot of that in my work also. Now, clutter shows up sometimes as well. Now, we've all got a bit of clutter, right? But some folks need a little bit more help than others when it comes to clutter. So again, there's some great techniques for dealing with that. Now, it may be something as simple that you're just finding it hard to choose the right colour for your place. It's a design thing. Maybe you're struggling to express your unique style, your aesthetic. That could be the problem that's there. Now, I have a background in interior design and construction, and that stuff comes pretty easy to me, and so I can make that quite fun actually in terms of helping you discover your particular style and figure that one out. So if any of this sounds like you and you might be interested, please feel free to pick up the phone and have a conversation with me. I'd be delighted to help you find out if we can find a solution to your particular problem, and of course there's no obligation. Just give me a call. I'd be really happy to help. Okay, speak to you soon.